This week, we bring the 2022 Pennsylvania archery season to a close with one final encounter with our top target buck. Then, it's on to rifle season, as we look to punch some tags and fill the freezer before the upcoming off-season. As we gain the ability to extend our effective range well beyond that of a bow and arrow, Isaac, Kaylee, Kyla, and I head to the woods in hopes of seeing our season of almosts turn around.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
It's Friday, November 18th. I'm set up in my brother's tree stand this morning. He said he wasn't coming up, so I figured I'd give it a try since he's seen the bladed 9 over here a couple times. It's real calm sometimes this morning, and then every once in a while we'll get a little gust of wind, so it's not too bad, but it's about 25 degrees. I think these deer should be on their feet. Really hope the bladed 9 is one of them. I hope it comes in bow range, gives me a good shot.
After hours in the stand watching deer after deer roll by, the buck Isaac's been waiting for makes a last day appearance. But for the second time this season, he manages to stay out of bow range and walks out of sight.
Well, that's gonna do it. Archery season 2022 is officially over. And the bladed 9 story continues. I wasn't sure if that was him at first, because there's so much brush down through there. But I watched the video back, and that was definitely him. I was shaking so bad. I think I lost feeling on my toes about 3 hours ago, so I better start backing up so I can head up to the house and get warm and get ready for rifle season.
The same spot, and just days later, he slips through again. It wouldn't make the 8-day wait for the rifle opener go by any more quickly as we anticipate that one encounter with the extended range of a firearm, but it would keep us excited. At first light, just over a week later, Kyla and I head to the same area in a ground blind.
It's a funny looking one.
There's something else I can hear.
Like behind him?
Maybe it's just he's getting closer.
Yeah, I think he's gonna wrap around. He's a cool looking deer. I got a unique frame. Is that the one with the bent beam, or is it broken? I think it's broke.
Unfortunately, no bladed 9. and frankly, no shooters of any kind. One of the more lackluster firearms openers in recent memory led to Kyla deciding to stay home for the following day. So I headed out to a stand that I hung specifically for solo rifle hunts. Not long after first light, a herd of deer snuck in just below me. After a season of not even being able to fill a doe tag, I decided to cut my losses and to not risk spooking them by trying to get it on film. I turned on the Tacticam and got ready. But then, it died. At the last moment, I got the camera turned on and found them in my scope again.
That may or may not have been on film. If you guys watched last year, I had the same thing happen. I had a bunch of does come from behind me, and this time instead of cutting behind the tree, they came by here like 5 yards, so I couldn't get anything ready, and then they were just walking straight away up the hill. And luckily that doe cut broadside. I had the camera facing that direction. Hopefully, maybe somehow I got it, but the doe smoked. Got a deer in PA. I was starting to wonder. I'll probably just let her lay there. I'll give it 45 minutes to see if any other deer could push through, because those ones got pushed. And if not, we'll go take care of that.
What are the odds? Laying 2 yards behind where she's at. Not mine, by the way. Never shot beam and arrows, but I don't know. Sticking right out of the leaves. You'll have to excuse the poor setup. I'm gonna try to keep the cameras out of the rain as much as possible. What an awesome big mature PA doe. Crazy how it happened. Came by at 5 yards, walking straight up the hill, looked like no shot, and then she just turned broadside. And it was just that perfect opportunity. First deer ever on a Sunday. Gonna fill the freezer, gonna fill our first tag in PA, November 27th. Been a while since I've waited that long. But you know, I've been, for, almost 2 months now, playing back on my phone the little video I sent to Will after I shot the buck in West Virginia. I had screen recorded the viewfinder on the camera of the shot itself, and just that reminder of how fast it can happen. It can seem so monotonous. You can go day after day after day and just never get an opportunity. It can feel like you're not going to, and then out of nowhere it all lines up. And that's why the saying, persistence pays off. It's not an age-old saying for no reason. It's true. And I think this is evidence of that. So, gonna get her tagged, get her gutted out, and get the camera in where it's dry. What a morning.
At long last, I'm able to punch a tag at home here in Pennsylvania. Dragging that deer up the steep hill was a chore, but well worth it to finally put meat on the dinner table, and with plenty of season left to ensure the freezer will be full for the coming winter. A few days later, on December 1st, Isaac decides to return to a familiar stand in hopes of a similar opportunity to one he had over a month prior.
It's Thursday, December 1st. I'm set up in that stand where I got my doe in early muzzleloader season. We got about an hour until dark. I had to leave work a little bit early just to get one more good shot in a good spot. And I think this is the spot. So it's really cold today compared to what it has been. It's high 20s right now and dropping. So I think these deer should be moving up here to start feeding. If not, there could be people scaring them, doing drives or anything. It's hard to say. But I think this is the spot.
Matt.
I don't know for sure if that was a real mature doe or not, but I think at the very least it was last year's fawn. I only had about 5 minutes of legal light left, so. The shot felt really good, but I didn't hear it crash or anything, so I have to go check it out, but hopefully that bullet found its mark. That sunset is beautiful, but it was a pain when I was trying to get that shot. The scope just kept turning solid yellow when I was trying to aim. I'm shaking. Well, it's almost dark, so I'm gonna start packing up and then go check it out.
Spraying pretty good the whole way down through here. There's quite a bit right here. I think I went through right there.
He's there?
Something white.
Oh yeah? Doe tag number 2 is filled. I am officially doing better than last year. Unfortunately, I was only able to get 1 tag filled last year, but this is number 2 for this year, and hopefully I can get a couple more. But I am just super happy to have found this deer, because the initial indications did not make me think we were going to find her. Up in the field, all I found was some long white hair and maybe a chunk of bone, so I didn't think that was going to be good. But the shot is about right here. It's not bad at all, really. That's a definite kill shot. So when we found her, she was super stiff, so she died pretty quick. And yeah, we got a long drag out of here, so it's time to get her gutted and start dragging up the hill.
After a long October and most of November with very few opportunities, by December 1st, it looks like our luck for 2022 is starting to turn around. hunt after hunt continues to produce deer sightings in broad daylight. With just over a week remaining, we look to continue our success and to complete the task of filling the freezers for the winter and off-season to come. Conditions look promising to do just that as we move into the final week of Pennsylvania firearms season. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.